Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you all week has been filled with blessings, and I hope that it's been everything that you wanted it to be. And if it hasn't been, I do pray that it continues to get better for you. I just want to say thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy my video today. So today's Bible verse comes from Proverbs 11:2, and it reads, "When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom." So have you guys ever realized that when everything seems to be going right for you, or when you seem to be getting ahead in life, something comes along and it just knocks you like 10 steps backwards, and then you're stuck like, well, what did I do wrong? Or, what did I do to have to, be going through this? Or I thought I made it through this obstacle. Or, different things that just go through your mind. Have you all ever been in that predicament? Well, in some instances, when we go through things like that, it could be karma. But a lot of times, we don't just go around doing people wrong. So then, what is the problem if that's the case? Well, sometimes when God blesses us, instead of us giving him the glory, we might take credit. Or instead of, sometimes we kind of forget where we came from, and then we begin to look down on people. And, life just has a way of reminding you were here at one point in time, and you don't have the right to look down on someone who isn't doing as well as you are. And in those instances when we're like bragging and we're boasting, the same God that gives you something is the same God that can take you away. And he's looking down and he sees that, their spirit isn't right, or they're not humble enough. And so he'll take away that thing that he blessed you with just because he sees that you're not ready for that blessing. So let's just go back to the part where it says, when pride comes, then comes disgrace. So disgrace is defined as loss of reputation or respect as a result of a dishonorable action. So you should never get to a point in life where you feel like it's okay to look down, judge people, talk about people in their situations, especially if or if you've been in that situation before, but you kind of got ahead of yourself. You kind of start to smelling yourself. I know people said that term before. And basically, when you get to that point and you get puffed up with pride, God will humble you, and he'll allow you to go through that exact same situation, or maybe something 10 times worse, so that you can learn that lesson over again that you thought you learned at first, but obviously you didn't, because you're going around speaking on other people's situations. And but the verse also says, but with humility comes wisdom. And wisdom is basically like the knowledge of knowing something. So basically, once you went through that test one time, you know what works, and then you know what did work. So then, because he's humbled you, as you begin to move forward, you kind of move forward with caution, and then you might be able to slip back. You might be about to slip back into your old ways, but then you think about it like, nah, this is what happened last time I did that, or nah, I don't think I should do that. You become wiser. Okay, so after God, gets through bringing you through that test, or, after he brings you through, either you're going to be wiser and you're going to move smarter, or you're not going to learn your lesson, and, he's going to have to teach it to you again. But any smart person, they learn their lesson after the first time. So let's just use tests in school, like a final exam. Those things be so stressful, studying and going through what to know, and trying to pick out the parts that are the most important. That's kind of stressful, and that's really something that you only want to go through once. So, and that's the same way with the life test. You really don't want to keep putting yourself, because a lot of times we put ourselves in situations. You don't want to keep putting yourself in a place where God has to teach you a lesson over and over again, and he loves you enough that he's going to teach you the lesson over and over again until you finally see what he's trying to show you. And me personally can't even begin to start to tell you how life has humbled me. I've never been the type of person to think I was better than anyone, but I have been in you know, places where I did kind of look down on situations, or I would say that I didn't want to be there, you know, just unintentionally kind of frowned in my nose. And I'm just a living witness on how you can come from point A all the way down to point Z. Like, you can come from the top all the way down to the bottom. And when life brings you to that point, it's not so just, you know, it's not that you're meant to be there forever, but it's basically meant to teach you a lesson. And those low points that I've personally been in has taught me not to be so judgmental. I look upon people's situations with more compassion because I know how it is to be at those points. So the next time you go through something, you know, where your situation drastically changed, then that's a point in time where you need to kind of do some soul searching. You need to pray long and hard, and, you know, ask God, why is he allowing you to go through that? And then at that point, instead of pointing the finger at this person or pointing the finger at the other person, maybe you need to look, you know, within and see, like, why am I going through this? Or, you know, maybe that at that point God is trying to humble you. He's trying to get your attention. He's trying to show you something, you know, and teach you a lesson to make you a better person, because God is more interested in building our character and, you know, building us up as people rather than the material things. So the material things, you know, they will come, but, you know, those things aren't the most important things, and God really isn't worried about those things. He's more so worried about you. Today the video wasn't that long. It was really kind of short and sweet and to the point, and I really hope that it helped somebody. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and I pray that you continue to tune in, and I hope that your week is filled with blessings. And I just want to say, don't forget to tune back in next week for another video. Thank you.